Good evening. Haven't done a recording in a little while because I've been working. Been 90 most of the week, humid, and almost out of training. Today I got carded. June the 21st, 2019, I got carded. It was difficult. I got carded with Marathon. I think it was the toughest, but they have so many rules there compared to other loading facilities. There's people who think I'm a racist, and I don't really talk to the crackers I work with for the most part. I just don't. I keep it moving. And I was just thinking about that a little while ago, reflecting on things. And I guess that's because with the rednecks, I kind of hold them responsible. It's kind of like how a woman can be raped and she kind of holds a grudge. Like she has the baby, okay. But then it's like when she look at the baby, she sees the man that raped her. And it isn't the baby's fault, but there's still a part of that man in her. Maybe not even just so much rape. Like when you have bad relationships and the dad like beats her or whatever and leaves, she still sees him when the baby laughs, or when the baby grows up a young man and he laughs, he's like, something like that. She's like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, the memories and shit. It's kind of how I feel. And when they try to play and pretend like we're cool, it goes back to what I tell you guys all the time, that when you research and you learn and you're aware and you're awake, small talk is hard because the world is a very serious place. Even my idea of fun is probably different than most people. So it's I don't just blow things off. What I'm saying, there's things behind stuff, and so for me, I can't let that go. I'm looking at all the stuff Trump does, the threatening, you know what I mean? And even these guys may not even be real conservatives or may kind of disagree with Trump on certain things. Part of me still has hatred because it's like, you made this happen. You allowed this to happen. You went and you voted for this guy. You voted for this fucking warmonger. You're the reason why we're at war. You're the reason why we're dealing with people getting threatened and all this crazy bullshit. Go open the door for him. And, when I was telling my trainer said I'm kind of negative sometimes. I speak negativity a lot as far as politics like that. And I guess my thing is, to me, the future is canceled. I don't believe Social Security is going to be here when I get old enough. I believe climate change will get worse in my lifetime. In the next 20 years, my brother said climate change would be in his daughter's lifetime. That, to me, that's just, first of all, that's irresponsible. Well, let's talk about that. That's fucking irresponsible. You know what I mean? Like, wait a minute. Do you know what I mean when I say climate change? Where you're having food shortages and the power is messed up, and people don't realize when I talk about climate change, people just think that means things are going to get hotter. I think people just think that just means that summer will start a little bit earlier and maybe you'll get a few more hurricanes every year. No. What happens when all those farmlands get salt water on them? What happens when all those crops die off or don't grow to fruition by a whole lot? What happens to the farmers? What happens when these cities start flooding? And you have Pence come out and say that people will move on. Who? What people? Like I told Denzel. So if it floods and your house is the foundation's underwater, or if you got water on your property, who's gonna buy that property? Who's gonna buy that house? I'm trying to figure out who. And I won't even go that far. Let's say that some water gets on the nearby, and the government's like, all right, this area is liable to flood. It's advised that it probably will start getting worse in a few years. That's going to be hard if you're talking about selling to anybody with half a brain who just does a basic search. You're going to find that out. Okay? So once again, this is another class statement. He's not talking to people out here who got their house passed on from their grandparents. He's not talking to you. He's not talking about people out here working 2 and 3 jobs, he's not talking about them people. He's talking about rich white people who's got secondary houses in Australia and places like that. He's talking about people who can just give up a house and it won't even hurt them. Or they can just sell a house for half the property value or less than property value they bought it for, the house value, and they won't be hurt. They're not going to be hurt by it. Okay? Some people that own the property, not people that are paying, people that own these properties. That's horrible right there, man. I can't let that go. It's like that comment. It's like that comment that they made about people just go get loans. Everybody can't get loans, man. I shouldn't have to explain. Everybody can't get loans when he said about the 31-day government shutdown. That's not realistic. That's a class statement. And talking about how stores will work with people. What stores are you talking about? Because where I live at, you either have the money to buy the shit or you don't buy it. There is no working with you. Maybe they have layaway in certain areas. I don't know about that. But you're not buying food, okay? And that's not happening. And if it does happen, you got to come into the bank. You got to meet. That takes time. Loans take time, man, because they got to assess your credit and all that. See, like I said, all that shit, that sounds good to the sheep. But anybody with half a brain knows that's bullshit. That was bullshit, and it was a class statement. And it's once again showing you Trump is not a president for the common man. Not just black, he's not a president for the common man, period. He's not. You know? And I think that he played that up. That he's some tough talking guy, but he's not. Not at all. 5-time draft deferment for feet and bullshit. Like, disgusting. So it goes back to what I said earlier, that these crackers, they allowed this to happen. They did. You crackers allowed us to happen. You accepted it, and you opened the door for them. Now a lot of you still support him because you're fucking racists. He's destroying this country, but you let him do it. My trainer said I'm kind of negative, and maybe I am. You know, maybe I'm kind of negative. Because my attitude is that I am so embarrassed and disgusted with the U.S. government and its agents. I'm disgusted. You know, I'm embarrassed I'm American. Say it again. I'm embarrassed. Say I'm American. America's not the freest country in the world. I don't even believe America's a democracy no more. I don't even believe that. As of a year or two ago, I don't even think America is a democracy no more. Going to war on the basis of lies, and say they don't want to go, you still go, and pushing things in. I mean, just the stuff you do, stacking the Supreme Court, setting up attorney generals to blunt judicial overwatch. I mean, this is just criminal shit, man. This is criminal shit. Like I said, I don't think Social Security be there when I'm, and I think at some point we're going to have a major war. If not with Iran, I don't think you can keep doing what Trump's doing without someone hitting back, and they're going to raise the red flag, raise the American flag, and America's under attack again, and people are going to believe it. And I'm going to stand back. I'm going to say, nope. And with that bullshit, you deserved it. You people, you fucking crackers deserve this shit. You on the American flag deserve this shit. You know. For sure.